Hey Royal Family, we're visiting the Salling Rooftop in Aarhus, Denmark. It's the second largest city in Denmark, next to the capital of Copenhagen. So Copenhagen is the largest capital in Denmark, then Aarhus. This is one of the most beautiful, well-structured rooftop I've ever seen. It's not that it's colorful or anything like that, but the way they utilize the space is unbelievable. It's beautiful. Every structure, every part of it seemed to be well thought of. It's just well built. No matter what level or what side you're on, you get a good view of the city. At first, I only thought it was just one floating platform where you can see downstairs hanging from the mall. But when I got upstairs, I realized that it's much bigger. There's a second, I think there's three floating platform. One is right in this section right now that you're looking at, which I didn't know exists. However, by walking, I felt like I was going through like a little maze, but it's just a beautiful maze. It's filled with a lot of plants. Not the most colorful plants, maybe because of the time of the year, but it was just well organized, well structured, well thought of. That's another one of the platform. So when you walk through it, there are seating areas. Each section, it's like you're in your own world, depends on where you're at. And with the different setup or levels of the platform, or I should say the rooftop, you can use it for so many different events all at once, and they won't interfere with each other because how they control the sound. I really don't know how they do it, but I remember by walking on the rooftop, there were 3 different sections that I walked, and they were playing music in all 3 different sections. But when you leave from one to the next, the music in the first section didn't affect the other section. Not only that, you didn't even see the speaker. Just later on, I realized that they put the speaker in a box, similar constructed to the material that they use to do the flooring and the walls of the rooftop. The rooftop spreads I think it covers not only the mall, on top of the mall, but maybe 2 other buildings. When you go up this stairs, the stairs is to the right, but to your left, from what I understand, you can sit on that side. Sometimes people will bring their cushion and they can just sit there, chill out. I met a local guy, and he said a lot of teenagers, high schoolers, when they're trying to impress their girl or puppy love, they come up here and hang out. So this is one of the platform that is at the rooftop, and you get a total different view. This is like a back end of the rooftop, so you could see, I think, the ports. You see, of course, buildings, but you can definitely see the ports where the cruise ship are from this side of it. Also, there's that picture on the wall, which is somewhat a famous landmark if you're ever in Denmark. It's in terms of the levels, now that was a surprise. I thought it was just a rooftop, that's it, nothing more. But by walking back down the staircase and going to the other end, I realized that there is actually a downstairs of the rooftop. I don't remember ever seeing that on a rooftop. Most rooftops are just, that's it, one level, but there's a downstairs of the rooftop, and each section of the downstairs section have a whole like 3 or 4 different sections that you can do stuff there. It's kind of hard to explain, and I don't think the video captured it as much as I wanted to, because it's really a maze. Like, they so much parts are intertwined on the rooftop. There's so much section because, like I said, every time I walk thinking that was just it, there was another section that you could turn, so you felt like you were walking through a maze at one point. And the plants or flowers that they had really accentuated the place really nicely. It's simple, it's not a lot of flowers or bright paint, but the simplicity of it, I think, made it beautiful. There's like this set of wooden logs that they have. I think it's like 3 wooden logs that are actually not just decoration, but you can sit on them and chill out as well. When you go out to this platform, this one is the only one I thought that was there. This one hangs over the street, which is also the entrance of the mall, which is below. So if you're on the street walking and look up, you will see this platform just floating in the air, and I thought that was the only thing that was there. But when you come up, there's 3 more additional ones that you can go out on. I didn't go all the way. As much as I'm adventurous and I trust the construction of the place, I literally was like, I'm not going out there. I just felt like I was too far out, but it was beautiful to see the top level. Actually, when you just come in, I forgot to mention, when you come in on the elevator, there's a bar/restaurant. Then when you go through the second section, there's another bar and a restaurant there. And then there's a whole next private section. I guess like if you're having like a wedding or private function, there's another bar there. And then when I was leaving, I saw another section. So in total, I would say there's 4 bars at the rooftop. This is a section that was surprising that I didn't realize was there until I looked down and I saw some kids playing. That's when I realized that, okay, there's more to the place. I almost missed out on seeing the lower level of this platform. It has a beautiful swing. You can take pictures, and it's not taking away from the view of the city. When you get down here, you're still able to see parts of Aarhus just at a different eye level, I would say, or eye view. More plants are in this section, kind of remind me of a greenhouse. It would be very beautiful with more flowers, but I enjoyed, the natural look of it and how they had it at the same time. Again, I was leaving, and while I was about to go back up the stairs, I realized that there was another hidden gem behind that, which is, again, you can have a whole different event, or other people could be there and you wouldn't even know, because this place was just well thought of. That's the only thing I can tell you. Like the idea, the construction, if you see how the beams are made, it's sturdy, it's strong enough for quite a lot of people, whether at the top or the bottom level. This section, I'm not sure if it was finished or what they do down there, because I didn't see any workers to ask, but it was a surprise to see a whole entire different section in the back at the lower level. And one of the upper level platform is actually hanging, so when you look up, you're looking at that section. On my way back down, I was able to get a better view of the restaurant slash lounge. There's a bar inside, and like I said, if you were going back out through the other door, there's two more bars. And when you go down this staircase, there's a bar slash restaurant. And then the VIP section, from what I saw behind the little wall, there's also another bar. So I'm guessing there's at least 4 bars that they have. And like I said, no matter where, if there's multiple functions going on, they probably wouldn't interfere with each other. The concept, the idea is beautiful. I almost missed another section leaving when I realized when I could go outside. So this is a section when you're just coming in as well as your way to exit. There's seating area on the outside. I don't know what's down that stairs. I didn't even get a chance to go down there, so I might have missed another thing because they were working right there at the steps, so I was unable to go beyond that point. But when I went outside to go out through the elevator, the VIP section is to your left, where there's a bar on that side, and then to my right I went and venture, and then I find more beautiful structure, more beautiful section that you could do or have your own little events. While walking up to this section, I heard music, so I don't know if it's like a mini club. It looked like it could have been a club on that side, but I didn't get to go there because they were closing. And yeah, everything in Europe, Denmark, Belgium, by 7 o'clock everything closed. And if it was a Friday evening, so they were closing even earlier, which to me, I would have wanted it to stay later, because I know at night to see the lights out in the city would have been beautiful. More seating area, more platform area. That is the restaurant, so that would be the building I would come in. So that's the back end of it, looking at it from a lower level. And this section looked like where I guess you probably could have like a concert or a poetry or some form of presentation, and set up your mics, or a mini concert. That's what I would probably do. And then even though you have the staircase, you can use these I guess block structure as stairs, but they're also seats, kind of like a stadium vibe to it. Same thing for the concrete structure. You can also sit on them, as well as these benches that are there. So I'm heading back out. It was a beautiful experience. I'm so happy that the soldier that I ran into recommended this spot to me. There wasn't much going on, unfortunately, but it was beautiful to experience. Like I said, I've never seen a rooftop that they use the space so well. Given that it was the Friday evening, and I think it was Friday evening, and the mall was closed early, I had to go around the back side of the mall and take the elevator to get to the rooftop. So if you're ever in Denmark, in Aarhus, which is the second largest city in Denmark, if you go and the mall is closed, there's a second entrance that you can use to experience this beautiful structure. Again, it's one of the highlights for me in Aarhus, and it's worth seeing, and it's free unless you want to buy some drinks, but it's free. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos coming up on all the places I've been and is plan on going. Please share, subscribe, like, and comment, and I appreciate you. Thank you.